Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please take a moment of silence to reflect upon your day ahead. Good morning, Mustangs. Before we go into today's announcements, we do just want to take another opportunity to thank the students who came forward yesterday. There were a lot of students who were absolutely a part of the solution yesterday. They saw something, they said something, and they 100% helped handle that situation in the right way. And we want to thank you, we want to thank your families for helping us as we work through what was a very difficult situation yesterday. On the other end of that, we were also made aware of a lot of students who, in the right attempt to spread information or spread awareness, ended up sharing those posts that were going viral on social media. While a lot of those students expressed that their intent in doing so was to make people aware, to help calm nerves, what we have found is that it ultimately had a little bit of the opposite effect. The more that information like that is shared and the more that it is posted, the more opportunity to spread concern and fear. We want to just take another opportunity to remind you guys of the power of social media and the importance of handling those situations the right way. When you see something like that, especially anything that potentially threatens the safety of students here at school, it is absolutely the right thing to do to bring awareness to it, but the right way to do that is to share it with an adult. Talk to your parents at home, talk to a trusted adult in the building, spread awareness to it through word of mouth. Do not spread awareness by reposting it on social media. Again, thank you to those of you who handled that situation the right way. We appreciate your help. Today, we want to kick off our March to Mead Made. So, what is March to Mead Made and what is today all about? It is about setting expectations to the end of the school year and making it Mead Made. How are we going to do that? We are going to remind you of the keys to being a successful student at Mead. And why is this important? These are the habits and behaviors that you form now that will impact the end of this school year and shape the rest of your year for you here at Mead Junior High School. So Mr. Ross is going to talk to you about what it takes to be Mead Made in academics.
All right, students, it's a pretty exciting time of the year coming up. I know it's hard to think about with this cold weather outside, but end of the year stuff is coming. There's a lot of neat opportunities, specifically for our 8th grade students, to celebrate you as you wrap up your careers here in District 54. What we're going to go through over the next few slides here is really setting you up for success and for the opportunity to participate in those events. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. But as reminders, Mead Made, we think about that, it comes in 3 different buckets: academics, behavior, and character. When we think about Mead Made with academics, you can read up there. It really is being your best self every day. Whether that's your best self on Monday might be different than your best self on Friday, but never let us question that effort no matter what. Doing your classwork in every class every day, that's important. Keeping your grades high, track your progress, be ready to learn on time to class through tardies, having your Chromebook, necessary materials in hand, and then really being engaged in your learning and taking ownership over that learning is really key to your success, both now as a 7th and 8th grade student, but then in the future as an 8th grade and freshman, which is what we're setting you guys up for as we move forward for the remainder of the school year. Coming up here is our IAR, which is our state assessment, our ISA, which is our state of science assessment, and of course MAP will be in May. Really bringing your best self during those upcoming assessments. IAR will be starting Monday through Wednesday of next week, the ELA portion, and then 11th through the 13th, the following Monday through Wednesday in mathematics. Our spring map, we'll talk about that more in detail once we get closer to that, but that'll be in early May. Everything speaks about who you are. Specifically our state assessments, they are a part of our Illinois School Report Card. They do determine your guys' parents' property values. I mean, if we have good scores, it shows to the community that we have a good place for students to come and educate. There's some really complex pieces to that, but if you bring your best self and do the great things that your teachers have taught you, we do very, very well here at Mead, and we want to continue that tradition. Classwork, it is a District 54 expectation that 8th grade students do need to complete all classwork in order to walk in graduation. We'll talk more about that as we move forward, but just keep that in mind that 3rd trimester. Of course, you guys know students with 5 or more missing assignments do participate in a classwork support program that's designed to support those students who have some difficulties keeping up with that classwork. Next is our Chromebooks. Again, those are not your personal computers. Important, you guys are you're technically just renting them from the school, so make sure you're respecting that property. Stickers, tape, jewels, anything, do not put on the outside of those Chromebooks. We do, again, those are 54 property. We have to respect them as such. So please make sure you remove any of those if they're on there. Bring your Chromebook home each night. You're going to need it, and also bring it every morning charged and ready to go. Food and drinks in the classroom. It's important you guys understand this, that we do discourage you from eating food or candy in the classroom. You are allowed to bring a water bottle. We want to keep you hydrated. That's important. But it does have to have a secure fitting lid from class to class. That's just to prevent spills and cleanup and mess. If you choose to bring anything besides a water bottle, you may be asked to put it in your locker. That's because typically the top of the Starbucks drink or the pop, it could again spill. That causes potential damage and messes as well. So do not bring those Starbucks drinks. Don't bring open cans of pop into classes. You can certainly pour those things into a water bottle and secure it, but we can't be bringing those by themselves. If you choose to bring a lunch to school, wait to eat during your lunch period. Your lunch should be finished during your lunch period. Again, bottom line, classrooms should be free of distractions from any food or drink products.
All right. Another important part of being Mead Made is being serious about your behavior. As you guys are aware of, we do use our PBIS system here at Mead. Through PBIS, we are respectful for ourselves and others. We show responsibility in our personal habits, and obviously we display safety through positive and healthy choices. One of the ways that we do this is just by being here every day. Your attendance at school is vital to your junior high success, and ultimately it's an important piece in setting you up for successful habits in the future. As you guys have all heard Mr. Ross say many times over, you represent three things. You represent yourself, your family, and your school, Margaret Mead, in every choice that you make. We want you guys to make sure that as you walk through your day, you're remembering that you represent those three things and that you do so well. A reminder about our badge hall pass expectations. The purpose of this is to be used when students are leaving the room to go to another location. They are expected to return within the class period. You are to go to that designated location and back to class. We're not doing laps, we're not wandering the hall. Make sure that you are using the badge hall passes for what they are to be used for. Those potential destinations would be the restroom, water fountains, your locker, potentially another classroom. Some expectations for the pass to your locker or the bathroom. Every student has 3 passes per class period per trimester. You only have 3 passes per class period, so please make sure you are using them accordingly. The procedure for the badge hall pass usage. Please remember the Focus 15. This is a very important reminder. Students are not to use the badge hall pass within the first 15 minutes of class. That is an important time for instruction. We want you guys to make sure that you are present in class at that time. Please make sure you are signing out before leaving and signing back in when you return on the hall pass sign out on your Chromebook. Make sure you have the badge hall pass visible around your neck while you're passing in the hallways. We're not swinging them, we're not throwing them, we're just wearing it around our neck as we walk through the hallway. Students are to go directly to and from the restroom, locker, or their other classroom. If the student does not have a pass, they can be escorted back to the departing room by a staff member to get a pass. Some reminders about safety in the hallway. During passing periods, when you have a Mead badge hall pass or a gold hall pass, and before or after school, please remember to walk safely in the hallways and on the stairways. Please remember to always stay to the right side of the hall and right side on the stairs. And be quick but safe to get to your destination, because as a reminder, you only have 3 minutes. A reminder about tardies. Be on time all the time. Every minute that's wasted being out of class is a lost opportunity to be Mead Made. If you are over 5 minutes late to class, your teacher can call the office and administration will intervene. Please make sure that you are valuing your teacher's time just as they value yours. Some reminders about dress code. Everything speaks. Please follow the dress code policies in the Mead Parent Student Handbook. Student dress should not disrupt the learning environment. At the discretion of the school administration, private body parts should be covered with opaque materials. This does include sunglasses. They are not to be worn inside the school unless there is a medical condition on file with the nurse. We know the weather's starting to get nicer. Sunglasses will start to show back up. You can wear them outside, but when you come into the building, they do need to come off. Some personal technology reminders. Per the board policy, cell phones are not allowed in schools. You cannot use technology that is not District 54 issued technology. Obviously, your student Chromebooks are allowed. This personal technology exclusions do include AirPods, headphones. If the AirPods are seen in your ears during the school day, unless you are directed by a teacher to be using them for an academic task, you will be asked to put them away. If they are seen again, they can be taken from you to pick up in the office at the end of the day. If you choose to bring your cell phone, AirPods, headphones, etc. with you, if they are seen or heard, they can be taken from you and brought to the office for you to pick up at the end of the day. Reminder, turn them off, keep them away.
All right, my favorite part of being made is your character, the third part about being serious and being your best self. Specifically, establishing those positive habits, positive attitudes, positive choices for yourself as you move forward, as you'll need those more and more as you step into adulthood. Getting involved in the life of me. We have as you guys know, a great sports program, a great number of club offerings. Still an opportunity to kind of jump into all of those as we close out the school year. Give back to your meeting community, really focus and engage with your own personal, social, emotional learning. Huge part to becoming an adult. And then as we always say, that everything you do does speak about yourself, your family, and this fine institution every single day. So what does it take to end this school year Mead Made? This is where the March to Mead Made program does kick in. We focus on respect, responsibility, and resiliency. Mr. Shook?
Yes, so your goal is to end the school year Mead Made. The reward for meeting those goals, you can see there up on the screen, but we have a variety of rewards for students across the grade levels. For 8th graders, you will be eligible to participate in the 8th grade dance, the 8th grade graduation ceremony, and an 8th grade field trip. For 7th and 8th graders, there will also be a 7th and 8th grade field day. So lots of opportunities for some fun activities to end the year, but we have to make sure that we are taking care of our responsibilities to be eligible for that. So how are we going to measure your Mead Made work starting today until the date of those events? By showing respect, responsibility, and resiliency. Every week, you guys are going to be awarded points in those 3 categories, starting at the top with points in respect. You will receive your point in respect for the week by receiving 1 or less, preferably less, minor referrals in a week, as well as 0 major referrals. You'll be awarded points in responsibility by having 4 or less, again, preferably less, tardies to class in that week. Do not show up on the tardy report. If you are on the tardy report, you will not get your point in responsibility for that week. And then finally, in resiliency, you will be awarded that point in resiliency by having 4 or less missing assignments and not being required to participate in the classwork support program study hall for the week. This one?
Keep going.
All right. How will you know how many points you receive each week? On Wednesdays during advocacy, your advocacy teacher will share your point totals and how many more points that you need to participate in those year-end events. So look forward to that in your advocacy as a quick check-in. For the 8th grade dance, all 8th grade students will be required to have 4 or less missing assignments to participate in the dance. For the 8th grade graduation ceremony, all 8th grade students will be required to have all missing assignments complete to participate in the graduation ceremony. Again, that is not a Mead Junior High School expectation, that is a District 54 expectation. You cannot have any missing assignments and walk graduation. Again, there's an 8th grade field trip, and there's a 7th and 8th grade field day eligible as well.
All right, students, we're excited about the March to Mead Made. Today in advocacy, your advocacy teacher will talk more in detail about that with you. They will be the ones also communicating to you how many points you have and how many points you have left to get in order to participate in those really fun end of the year activities. And I want to give a special shout out to your staff members. We are scaling up the amount of exciting events that are ending the year. Our PE department, thank you. We're adding in the 7th and 8th grade field day this year. We're doing an 8th grade field trip. That's not something we've done in a long time, at least since I have been here. We have a committee working on that for those 8th grade students as well. Of course, we have an 8th grade dance and graduation ceremony, all done by not only parents, but also staff members. So just we really we're intentional about how we want to just celebrate you as students, and it just gets better every year. So let's hope we can all participate in each of those events as we close out. Okay. Today we continue our month-long celebration of Black History. Did you know that Sylvia Mendez was only 8 years old when she was at the center of the 1947 Mendez versus Westminster case? This led to the desegregation of schools in California. She received the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2011.
You are invited to stay after school on Friday, March 1st until the 4 p.m. bus to kick off Happiness Month and enjoy some positive activities with your friends and teachers. The rooms and activities are based on the 5 tenets of happiness. Students will RSVP through a Google form today during your advocacy classes to let us know that you are joining. Concessions will be sold in the cafeteria for $1 during the Happiness Hang.
And I did send that link out last night for the Happiness Hang. So please, if you're intending to participate, do RSVP on that Google form. Are you thinking about going into the medical field or the fitness industry, maybe becoming a physical therapist, a kinesiologist, an athletic trainer, or a fitness trainer? Or maybe you are just interested in the workings of the human body. If so, Dissection Club might be the right slice of life for you. See Mr. Hirschfeld for more information.
Attention all Meade students. Are you interested in becoming a teacher or seeing what teaching is all about? If so, the Aspiring Teachers Club might be the perfect fit for you. You can pick up a permission slip in the cafeteria. Please see Ms. Skaleski for more details.
Boys that are interested in trying out and who wouldn't want to be for the boys volleyball teams, please make sure you turn in your permission slips to Coach Ernst and Coach Donlin as soon as possible. You can pick up a permission slip in the cafeteria.
Attention all yearbook club members. We will be meeting tomorrow after school in Ms. Morrison's room. Please see Mrs. Reimel or Ms. Morrison with any questions.
Mother Nature has pulled the rug out, so there will be no soccer for the rest of this week. It's like 20 degrees outside. Listen to announcements for future match days. Excited about that soccer season coming back.
Congratulations to your 7th grade girls volleyball team who played a very close semifinal game against the Eisenhower Eagles last night. After losing game 1, the girls never gave up and they kept pushing for the win. Way to go, ladies. Good luck in the finals on Thursday as you play the Adams Crusaders for the championship.
And then congrats to the 8th grade Lady Mustang volleyball team for winning their semifinal match against the Keller Mildcats. Great team control and serving led to the victory. Shout out to Nyla R. and Reesen for playing an excellent front row, and to Sophia G. for her fantastic passing. Good luck, ladies, as they take on the Adams Crusaders on Thursday in the tournament championship.
Today's birthday shout-outs go out to Arian J. and our very own Mrs. Tucker. Happy birthday.
Students, thanks for dialing in today. I know it was longer, but important for us to go through the March to Meade May. For your information, March to Meade May will begin on Monday, March 3rd. That's when we'll start tracking those points. This today, of course, is the last day of the second trimester. If you haven't already, please talk to your teachers about any missing assignments you need to get in. Tomorrow does begin trimester 3, weirdly on February 29th. Only happens every 4 years. Enjoy that day. Till then, it's Wednesday. Make it great.
Thank you.